What's up, guys? Welcome to this episode of Beyond the Press. This week we have Elijah Fisher on the show. Elijah, thanks for joining the show, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. No problem. How you doing right now? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Just came back from practice. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm actually in Germany right now doing this call with you. Playing
Yes, sir.
basketball over here. Yeah, doing playing basketball
Word.
over here. So home for you is Toronto, right?
Yeah, home for me is Toronto.
Okay. And you're coming up for your senior year?
Well, right now I'm trying to make this my senior year, trying to make this my last year of school, and then just trying to go off to college or anything that helps me benefit the most.
But technically you are a what in high school right now?
Technically, I'm a junior.
Oh, okay. So you want this to be your last season?
I want this to be my last season.
Oh, wow, wow. Okay. Well, I kind of want to get started off by just, getting to know you and the journey that is taking you to get, to where you are right now. Obviously, you're really young still, but you've had a lot of success in basketball so far. So I'm really interested in hearing, what the journey has been like so far for you.
Well, the journey for me has been a long journey. I went from grade 3, not even able to dribble a ball, not able to make a layup, do nothing, barely know how to walk. But then
Yeah.
I walked into this gym with my older brother, and he was playing basketball because he had practice. And then this coach saw me, and then he asked about my younger brother Isaiah because he was tall, and then he didn't think I was the right age. And then my pop said, no, Elijah's the right age. And then the coach picked me up, and then from there, I was able to pick up the ball and then start developing my skills. And then I just fell in love with the game once I was able to make a layup and things. I realized that I take this game somewhere and do something to help me and my family and inspire my brothers.
And how old were you when this happened?
I think I was around 9 when this happened.
9 years old. Wow. So when you first started playing basketball, were you were you not, I won't say any good, but like you can always tell when a kid's like more athletic than the other kids or a little bit more higher skilled than the other kids. Was that you, or did you really start from
No,
ground zero and kind of
I
build?
started from ground zero. Like I didn't even know how to run. Like I barely know how to walk. Like, I'll still trip over my feet.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. It's kind of crazy to see the development you've made as a player, obviously, to get to where you are now. What would you attribute most of that success to? Is like, do you have any, like, did your brothers play any part? Your dad, anybody play a big part in your development growing up?
Well, everyone in my family, my cousins, my pops, my brothers, they all played a big part in making me who I am. My pops played a big part because without him, I wouldn't be able to get to any places, any gyms. And then without my older brothers, I wouldn't have any of the grit that I had. And without my big
Mm-hmm.
cousins, 'cause I remember I used to be playing outside, and if I fouled them too hard, their body slamming me to the floor. We're fighting and everything. So that made them
Yeah.
grit. And my cousin just taught me how to dribble and gave me some confidence. And then every single coach that I had just gave me the opportunity to be me and to have fun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And when you say that you play with your brothers and cousins and they like body slam you and it builds toughness and build grit, I think for the most part, most people would think like high school basketball now, like the kids are so soft. So it's I'll say it's hard to find a kid your age that has like grit and toughness that plays, a way you do, where it's not all about like showtime and being pretty. I feel like nowadays it's like all it is now is about highlights now.
Yes, sir. For now, for like a lot of players my age, they feel like highlights and things. For me, like a lot of people say like I'm an old soul. Like I do the hard work to get things done. Like I don't really
Hmm.
care if it's a fancy bucket or anything. As long as it's a bucket, it's a bucket.
I'm telling you, man, like just having that mindset right now that you do, like not many, I won't even say young players, but players in general understand that. I mean, I'm sure you see multiple guys on Instagram or whatever, just in the gym working out on numerous moves they'll never do in a game and things that don't really matter. But for someone your age to understand that, that's gonna benefit you so much in the future, man. Like I'm sure you don't even realize it yet, but just having that mindset and speaking with you now for the 5 minutes that it's been, I can tell that you're a lot more mature than most people your age, man.
Yes, sir, for sure. That's what a lot of people have been saying to me that I've grown as a child and matured more.
Hmm. Hmm. So talk to me about high school basketball, man. How's it been for you? Obviously, you said it's your junior year coming up. You want it to be your last season. Have you been at one high school the whole time? You play AAU ball? Like, what's the scene like in Canada growing up playing basketball?
Well, for me growing up, I've been at Crestwood since I was like grade 7, and
Hmm.
from there to now, I just been playing there, progressing my skills in AAU. I just play. I've been playing with grassroots and just been able to do my thing and showcase. And any team that I was able to run with, just to showcase me and get me out there. And I've been playing like a lot of camps just to showcase my skills.
Hmm. And who do you play AAU for?
Well, AAU I played for grassroots, but right now I'm not playing for a team.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure. I played EYBL. I'm not sure if you know what that is. I played that
Yeah.
probably like 10 years ago now. I'm a lot older than you.
Yes,
But
sir.
I think the team in Canada was CIA Bounce. Are they still around?
Yeah. They still there, but they ain't really doing nothing right now.
They kind of fell off a little bit.
Yeah, they met their peak and then they dropped off.
Are you a Nike or Adidas guy?
But right now I'm Adidas guy, big Adidas guy.
Big Adidas?
I see like buying shoes over here, most of them Adidas.
I know. I peeped some of them already. You a sneakerhead?
I'm somewhat like that, but
What's your
I'm right
favorite
now.
shoe?
My favorite shoe right now, walking shoe. I
Yeah,
would say
walking shoe and
probably.
basketball shoe.
I bet walking shoes. I would probably say Jordan 5s or 6s or
Hmm.
even 4s. I mess with them heavy, and then hooping shoes, either the Hardens or Dames because they're just comfortable around my feet,
Bro,
or
I
even
tell
Kobe.
everyone, yeah, Kobe's are really comfy. I tell everybody, like, I'm a Nike guy. I love wearing Nike, but
Yes,
I wore Adidas for probably about 2 years, and the most consistent thing with Adidas is how comfy all their shoes are.
for
Like,
sure.
if you wear Nike shoes, you'll understand this, but all Nikes don't feel the same, but all Adidas feel the same.
Yeah, they
So,
all have that like cushion.
yeah, they all feel way better. They feel way better. But
They're very consistent with their shoes.
yeah, very, very. So, all right. So you played at AU, not playing AU currently right now. So next for you would be obviously you want this to be your last season. Have you thought about college or what direction you want to go in? Whether that's G League or what are the other many options they have now for people your age.
Well, right now I thought a lot about college.
Hmm.
I've been able to reach out with some colleges, talk to some schools, and just really look at the future of what it could be for me. And I think college would be the best route for me.
You think so right now, really?
Like just the development and the way it
Hmm.
can help you develop even more as a player, and then you're able to play more games. I feel like
Hmm.
for me personally, the player that I am, it would help me even more. And I promise my mom I'm gonna get my degree.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man. It's interesting to hear. It's just like when I graduated high school back in 2012, and
Well, that's a long time ago.
I know, man, I'm old, bro.
Oh,
But the like none of the things that you could do now coming out of high school, like none of that was even a thought back then. Like it was always, college. Like obviously you couldn't go to the NBA right after high school. So you kind of had to take that route. And just to see now, I mean, you can obviously go G League, you can go overseas, you can do whatever just to come back to go to the NBA after a season. It's just interesting to see, all the options that the high schoolers have now, and just to hear your perspective. Obviously, you're leaning toward the college route right now. That's definitely very, very interesting considering given the options you have. But no, I agree. I think the college route, personally, from my perspective, is a good route for young kids. I mean, maybe, I mean, I'm not sure if you want to be one and done to it or whatever that may be,
gonna
but
be done.
uh, one and done.
Trying to get to the league as
Yeah,
soon as possible.
as soon as possible, man. And I think that you'll learn a lot in college outside of the classroom. You'll learn more about yourself and how to interact with people based on the daily interactions you have. And I think you'll learn some things in college, whether that's 1 year or 2 year, that you won't have the chance to learn if you didn't go to college. So I think there are many I would say hidden benefits of going to college. As a young athlete like yourself. But I do have a question though. You're very, very well spoken and personable, so far. And I kind of noticed that trend growing up. All those kids that are in the top 5, top 10 of each recruiting class are all very well spoken and very good in front of a camera. Where would you say you've gotten that from? Is it just your personality, or you've done some training, or where would that come from?
Well, I would say it just comes from like just the person who I am. Like I'm used to being in front of cameras. I'm used to
Hmm.
just being around a lot of people, so I know how to conduct and hold myself. And just the way my parents and my upbringing have been, the way that they hold me accountable for just the little things, like even the way I talk. If I
Hmm.
say like a error or something, like they're gonna correct me there on the spot.
Yeah, yeah. No, I can definitely see that, bro. You're very, very well spoken, man. So obviously you said you've been in the front of the camera a lot in high school. That's not what most high school kids, get the experience. So do you feel like a normal high school student when you walk around the halls, or is it like you kind of know you're the man there?
Well, at my school, I try to walk around just like a normal kid, but like then it's hard. Like kids will see me like, oh my gosh, I see Elijah Fisher, and just freeze face and just stare at me for like 5 minutes, and I'll just start laughing. Like I'm just a regular
Yeah,
kid. They'll be
yeah,
shy to walk past me. I'm like, I'm just a regular child. Like I'm nothing too special. It just be funny sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
Mm-hmm.
like when they see me in the gym, like they'll just stop and miss class just to see me work out or things.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I know that's got to feel good though. As a kid though, it's definitely got to feel good. But, um, and I was one of those kids in high school. I was, I don't even know if this is around anymore. But the ESPN Top 100, is that still around?
Yeah, ESPN's still around.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, ESPN Top 100 for like the recruiting thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So all the kids that were like ranked in the top 100 were like so concerned with the rankings and all that, and whenever we play like road games and stuff, they would sell out no matter what, just because like, oh, they have a guy who's in the top 100, and like that stuff was like it was a huge deal back then. Obviously, rankings and stuff still matter now. Do you pay much attention to that stuff?
Well, for me personally, rankings, it doesn't really matter. I feel like it's just a list that they're just putting up of names, but like it's a it's a target on their back. Like I feel like I'm headhunting now. Like whoever's on that
Mm-hmm.
list, I'm gonna headhunt and just do my business and take names and just put a toe tag on them. That's the type of
Mm-hmm.
mindset that I have. Whoever I see on the
Mm-hmm.
list or whoever I feel like that's nice or anything, or even in between those four lines with me, they have to be a dead man.
Uh-huh. Wow. That's a good mentality, man. So who would be your favorite opponent that you played against so far in your class?
In my class that I played
Mm-hmm.
against, my favorite opponent would have to be someone like Aiden Holloway or Robert Dillingham, just the way that they play and they're crafty with the ball. And
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to match up because they're short and fast and able to get to their spots.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And have you played those guys a much? Like, is it where you guys play one time, or is it like a AAU thing where you can play somebody like 4 or 5 times a season?
Well, right now it's been once every other time. But back then when we were younger, we used to always play them in the Portland tournament, and it used to always be a tough matchup.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, that's interesting, man. That's interesting. So, moving forward a little bit, I mean, you spoke earlier about wanting this to be your last season. Kind of talk to me about how that process, works for you, like, and where your mindset is with all that.
Well, what my mindset is right now, I feel like if I do what I need to do in this year and I play the way that I need to play and the way I have it pictured in my mind, I feel like I'm able to leave right now and go into college, do whatever I need to do. Cause I feel like right now I'm the best player in high school, hands down. Just with
Mm-hmm.
my mindset and my dog mentality. I feel like I'm a go getter. Like I'm gonna go get what I need to go get.
Mm-hmm. I love hearing that, man. I love hearing that. So I feel inspired listening to you say that, man. No, that's awesome though, man. That's awesome. So it kind of depends on the way you perform this season, you think, or is it kind of like you just have it's already in the process, you just have to live it out?
I feel like
Because
it all
you've
depends
had
on
you've had a lot of success so far, man. I mean, your name is very, very popular as you can imagine.
for me, I feel like right now it depends how this year goes. Cause I feel like when I play, I want to dominate everyone and be like, hands down, he has to leave now. If he stays, like it's just a waste of his time type of mentality I have. So I want to
Mm-hmm.
go turn up, do what I need to do. So then everyone can just say, yo, he needs to go now. He needs to go here and be one and done, do this and just go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool, cool. So do you have any I mean, you probably can't really answer this much, but do you have any schools you're thinking about? Like, you don't have to like name them, but any
Well,
schools
yeah,
you would
I
like to
got a
go
lot of
to?
schools that are reaching out that came down to see me work out, came down just to meet me and my family and my brothers, and I'm really interested in a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. And obviously going the college route, I mean, now you can do the whole NIL thing where you're obviously able to get paid and stuff. Like that stuff was not even thought about, back then. It's kind of crazy that you're able to experience that. Did that play a role at all in your decision?
Well, right now, I don't know anything about it. Like, I just leave that to my parents. I just focus on hooping. I just focus on
Mm-hmm.
doing what I love and don't get into the drama and save that for my parents just to focus on so I can keep my
Mm-hmm.
head straight.
So your parents are the ones who are kind of directing the ship. You're just focusing all on basketball right now.
Yeah, right now I'm focusing all on basketball, but like any deals or anything like that, it goes through my parents because I feel like no one else would know what's best for me besides them. They always want what's best for me, even if
Mm-hmm.
it's me doing this, me doing that. They always want to see me succeed.
Mm-hmm. Nice, nice. And do you so outside of your parents, is there a player, no matter what level, it could be another player in your class or in the NBA, that you kind of, look up to or kind of like try to model your game after, or you kind of look up to or look to as a mentor maybe?
Well, players that I look up to that I feel like that can help me succeed in my game is like I look at like film of like Tracy McGrady because I like the way that he plays. Like He just has
Mm-hmm.
that killer mentality. I like watching Kevin Durant, just the way he's able to score the ball, and a lot of players like Dwyane Wade, Donovan Mitchell, even John Morant, the way he breaks his man down, probe, floater. I feel like if I add those things to my game, it can help me improve a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
And do you
those
watch
type of
film on
players.
these guys?
I watch a lot of film. I'll just be in my room on my TV watching YouTube, or even if I'm doing schoolwork, I have another screen set up just to watch YouTube or while I'm doing work. I watch a lot of their craft, different games, even their high
Mm-hmm.
school films.
Wow, so you're a true basketball junkie then.
True basketball junkie. I just love basketball.
So who's your favorite player right now? You have one?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, and why is that?
Just the way he's able to score the ball, and like he's 7 foot doing everything a point guard can do. Like that's impossible to guard.
You
I
never
feel
seen
like
it before. Never seen it before
never
at any level.
never seen that before at any level. And I feel like right now, hands down, he's the best player in the NBA. Don't at me.
It's hard to disagree with that, man. It's really hard to disagree with that statement. I grew up a big Kobe fan, man. Like I was a huge Kobe fan, and recently in the recent years, I started like loving LeBron and everything he's done. But I'm a realist. Like if I know someone's better, like I know someone's better. Kevin Durant's the most skilled player, hands down. I think to ever play the game. As
For
far as
sure,
being
hands
like you
down.
said, like his size, being able to handle the ball and shoot, like that stuff is like God given. It's crazy.
Yes, sir, for sure. Hands
It's
down the best player.
Yeah, I don't know if you know much about me, but I played in the NBA with Cleveland in 2018 and 19, and actually my first game was against the Golden State Warriors, and it was my first time seeing the KD Warriors when they were like unbeatable, and my first time seeing him in person, man, like play, it was just insane, bro. Like to be that size, to move the way he does, to move like a guard, and to be so versatile offensively and defensively, it's just like, man, like it made me question myself, like how did I get here, man? Like you got guys like him and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and the other like freak guys in the NBA. It's crazy to see those guys, up close and having to guard them and interact with them. It's a blessing, obviously, to make it to that level. I mean, you're gonna get there one day, but just to have that experience and see those guys up close and the way they move and their work ethic and things like that stuff is definitely it's a huge blessing to me, man.
Yes, sir, for sure.
So as a kid, for me, I have a question. I always dreamed about draft night, man. Have you ever thought about draft night?
I've had a lot of scenarios in my head about draft night. Me
Yeah.
sitting there with me sitting there with my all black suit.
Oh, you already got that outfit,
I already
everything
got
planned
everything
out.
planned out, all black suit. A little picture of my brother Daniel on the inside of the jacket, my youngest brother.
So you're gonna be the guy that opens up the suit coat when you on
Open up
stage,
the
right?
suit coat like this.
Okay. Okay.
And then when they just call my name first, number one, and then it's just a different experience. Like I don't know how I'm gonna react or what I'm gonna do. I've had dreams where like I'm just gonna sit there in shock. Like I don't know if I'm gonna get up. Like, is this
Yeah.
real? Just
Yeah.
like I don't know what to do. But I
It,
feel like
it's
when
a,
that
it's
time
a,
comes, I'm gonna be shocked.
it's definitely gonna be a special moment, man. I experienced that. I went to the draft in New York in 2017. And it's a cool process, bro. Like you're gonna love it, man. Like the whole, and not even only the draft itself, but the draft week. Like you're gonna get there as a lottery guy, potential number one pick. Obviously, you're gonna get there probably a week before the draft starts, and you're gonna have like at the hotels they have like pop up shops for you to go and like get like free clothes and free electronics and stuff from all the different brands and all that. So you're there for like a week in New York just chilling, bro. It's kind of like I mean, you don't even know the combine yet. It's kind of like the combine for when you do experience that. You're there for about a week and you're just chilling, enjoying yourself, hanging out with your agents, your family. But draft night itself is special, man. It's what you always dreamed of. But I asked that because when I got drafted, I remember right before I got to the stage, I put my hat on, walked up the stairs, walked across the stage, shook the deputy commissioner's hand, and as I was walking down the stairs, like I thought to myself, man, my whole like up until this moment in my life, I've always dreamed this moment, and the whole process is probably like 10 seconds, bro. Like it, it's probably
No
like 10,
way.
like yeah, bro. Like when you get to the bottom of the stage to put your hat on, and when you walk up there and get the photos taken, it's probably 10 seconds. And I was thinking like, man, this is crazy. Like I dreamt of this moment so much, and like it's over with now. You know what I'm saying? Like next chapter. And I'm not sure if you'll have a moment like that, but it kind of put things into perspective for me. It was a cool
That's
experience though.
crazy.
Yeah, crazy for sure to say the least. But the real work starts, after the draft, as you can imagine.
Yes, sir, for
There are
sure.
guys who get drafted, guys who don't get drafted that have 10-year careers, 15-year careers, and there's guys who get drafted who have 2-year careers. So it's really about just what you do, after that moment. But definitely do enjoy that moment, man. It's coming soon for you, man.
For sure. For sure. Have to enjoy it.
Yeah, it'll be really, 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 really good for you, man.
I think it'd be my pops and my mom and my bros enjoying it more than me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think my mom go cry, my pops go cry. I think he's gonna be crazy.
I think you're gonna cry too, bro. I think you
Oh,
will.
I'm for sure gonna cry. But I'm gonna hold it in though. I'm gonna hold it in. I'm gonna
Yeah,
hold it
for
in
as
until
long,
off
just
camera.
don't just don't cry in the interview right after.
I'll try my best.
Yeah, yeah. No promises at this moment.
Yes, sir.
So all right, so 17 years old, man. Obviously ahead of your time, on the court and obviously off the court. Very, very bright individual. What advice would you give someone else going through a situation right now?
Someone going through my situation, the advice I would give them is to have fun. Have fun within the struggle. It's the beauty in the struggle. Just have fun with all the days going to the gym. You're not hitting your shot. Your shot's off. You're getting frustrated. Enjoy it. Because when it's gone, it's gone. Because I've
Mm-hmm.
seen a lot of people that I've hooped with that went through injuries and things. And now like they're just sad about it and like they're still trying to make a comeback. And I thank God every day for keeping me safe and sound and able to help me reach my dream every day. So
Mm-hmm.
just enjoy and have fun. And thank the people around you that help you get to your dream. Don't forget about
Mm-hmm.
them. That's one big
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. That's a great answer. What I'll tell you, man, just from my experience in the NBA and not even in the NBA, beyond the NBA and even in college, most people, like most higher ups, they look for good people, people who have good character, people who have their head on straight, people who can come and sit down in a room with the adults and have a genuine conversation. And those are the small things that take you from put it in perspective in the NBA, guys like Jared Dudley who play 15 years and people wonder why. It's because he's a good person. He's a good locker room guy. He's very personable. He can lead younger guys, and those small details really, really matter, man. Like there are certain teams who won't touch a guy who's like a question mark when it comes to character. So like those things are the small things that you have obviously already that your parents have done a good job at raising you with. Those things are going to take you a distance in life, man. Like those things are very, very important. So it's great to see, you have those characteristics already, man.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So on to the NBA, man. Just looking forward. Is there a guy that you wish you could play against one on one right now?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
That's
So
one
if
guy
if
I
you
want
if
to match up.
if y'all played to 11 right now, what would the score be?
If we play into 11, I think the score would genuinely be
Genuinely, genuinely.
like genuinely. I think I'm scoring at least five,
At least, at least.
at least five, and then he go beat me, but I'm at least gonna score five
Okay. So you gonna make your presence felt.
for sure. Cause I have that dog mentality where like I don't care who you are. Like I want to take your head off. I don't care if it's LeBron, who Michael Jordan, anyone. I just want to go
Mm-hmm.
at you. I feel like it's me playing against him, and if I go my hardest and I try my best, and I can show him what I can do on the court. I feel like after the game, I can sit there and ask some questions, and he can guide me even more and make me better as a player.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. That's 11-5. Wow. That's interesting, man.
At
That's very
least
interesting. At least, man. At least. At
if it's
least.
a good day, maybe 11-10
11-10 on a good day, on a good shooting day, huh?
on a good shooting day.
No, I understand, man. I get it. I get it. So obviously you're very confident in your game, man. You got a lot of God-given talent. What's like the next step for you? Like, what are you trying to get better on? What do you want people to see when they see you next on the circuit?
When people see me next, I want them to see my scoring ability. Like, yeah, I'm able to get to the basket, make an and one, hit a catch and shoot, but I want them to see like me getting my bag, like come down off a screen, probe, run out, jumper, one dribble pull up, pump fake, sidestep, like just show them my bag. Because I've been working on it a lot and I've had it in my bag for a while. It's just that I just go to my go-to thing. But I feel like once I bring that out, that opens up my game even more. And my passing,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like a lot of people look down on my passing. Like I really be on the court, just directing guys and throwing passes, getting people open. Like I think like this season coming up, I should average like 30 and 10, 30 points and 10 assists.
30 and 10. Wow. Yeah. That's 10 assists is tough to do, man. It's definitely tough to do.
I feel like it's tough to do, but with my scoring ability and me able to score, once
you're gonna get so much attention, man. Offensively, you're gonna draw so much attention, man. And that's obviously gonna make you look a lot better being able to pass the ball, man. Because at my level and even at the NBA level, everybody can score. Everybody's athletic. Everybody's good. But it's like what sets you apart. So being able to rebound or, like you said, working on your passing, those things are gonna take you from here to here to here, man. So you seem like a very, very hardworking guy, man. I'm definitely excited for you, man. I'm definitely gonna be looking out for you this year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No problem, man.